Hi, my name is Rue, and I turned my natural hair into locks that form by themselves. So, I turned my natural hair into locks that form automatically, and the best part is there was no ugly stage involved. The first step is to install starter locks, and I did this by doing little twists. At this stage, when your hair has not locked, it will be the true length of your hair, which many people refer to as shrinkage, and it will also stand up, which is the natural nature of people with coily, kinky textures. While many people would say that's the ugly stage, I did not see it that way. Instead, I was excited because I completely understood that this was the foundation of my dream hair. So instead of seeing it that way as ugly, I changed my perspective. I thought to myself, if human beings can shed up to 100 hairs per day, then that means my hair is probably changing every single day. Like, I have a little personal hairstylist in my hair 24/7 without the fee, of course. Another thing that also helped me get rid of the ugly stage mentality was actually noticing the similarities between my features and nature at large. I consumed a lot of lock content before I went on a lock journey, and a lady with freeform locks asked, have you ever looked at a tree and thought, wow, that's an ugly tree? Ever since that point, I thought to myself and noticed that I generally do not look at things in nature and think of them as ugly. So for my hair especially, it was endearing when I started noticing that it actually literally looks like a tree.
Don't I look like this tree? I look like this tree.
So I embraced that. I spent more time in nature. In fact, I sort of made it a thing that when I was out in nature, it was also time for my hair to soak up the sun and for us to bond, and it was out there enjoying it with me as well. So it was very difficult then to use words like the ugly stage once you've likened your hair to something as amazing as a tree. And that only made me cruise through my start to lock phase. It almost didn't, it felt like it was just a part of getting to where I want to be without even focusing on where I'm going to be, but appreciating that what I'm going through now is the foundation of what I want, and that in itself makes it a beautiful experience. So now we go to step 2, which is going to be every impatient person's worst nightmare. Trust me, I know, because I'm one of them, which is to wait and wash. The reason why I'm emphasizing wash is because I believe that in your starter lock stage, that's when you should be figuring out what is the best shampoo for you. If you do not thoroughly wash your locks from the first time you're washing them, then there's probably a likely chance that it's going to build up over time and you'll need those detoxes. You're probably going to have build up in the core of your locks. But I'm a firm believer in the fact that if I were to wash my hair thoroughly every single time I wash it, I would never need a detox because they would not be built up in the first place. For example, I make sure that I wash my facial skin every time thoroughly. I do not wash it every day and then say when the dirt accumulates later, I'm going to go, do a detox and wash it all at once. I just wash it every day and make sure it never happens, right? So same logic for my hair. I made sure, I did not make sure. It was only after my starter lock stage that I realized that I should have been washing it in a certain way, and I would not have had the build-up problem that I did have. The key for me was finding what type of clarifying shampoo I needed, and what determines what type of clarifying shampoo you will need is what you put in your hair. So since I'm a no oils or butters girly, meaning when I had build up, it was a bit easier for me to figure out exactly what was causing it, and I got the specific shampoo which dealt with my problem, which was mineral buildup from hard water. I have a video about that here, I'm not sure. And so yes, wait and wash. The second point when you're waiting and washing is to not get frustrated and twist and start retwisting your hair over and over again. That is if your goal is thickness and volume. My hair has never been retwisted or put in any lock styles because my goal was to get it as big as possible. I wanted it as big as possible, and I also wanted my locks to be smooth. So meaning I wanted them to look like freeform locks, which in my view are a lot more smoother on the outside. They don't have little crinkles that are usually caused by interlocking or doing twisting. When I tried to interlock my freeforms a little bit, I got sections that would bunch up together, which I didn't enjoy, so I just thought I would let it go. During my lock journey, I also thought that I should have loosely twisted my hair for my starter locks because I was getting bumps and they weren't evenly plumping out, which I would have preferred. So if I had to change something, that would be something I would change. Do not be overly concerned with retwisting and doing all the lock styles. The more important thing is, what's your shampoo routine, and does it thoroughly clean your hair each time that you might possibly not need a detox? And it's not, there's no buildup essentially in the hair. At this stage, I then realized also that locks can form without any manipulation, meaning I do not have to do this for this shaft to form. So I really embraced that my hair is able to do that, which actually goes to the next point, which is twisting. So I don't twist my hair. What I do is I lightly locksmith my hair. I will make a tutorial perhaps in the future, which is just gathering the hair that's around, but I hardly do that now. I used to do that more often in the early stages when I was trying to not have all of them Congo. To Congo is when two locks join together. I do that less frequently now, but I do not retwist because I realize that kinky, coily textures want nothing more than to tangle with each other. So this is a characteristic of our hair that I've decided to not only embrace but take full advantage of. In other words, because my locks depend on tangling, so what better way for my hair to thrive than to do what it wants to do the most. I only intervene with my hair's growth to separate the individual locks. I've understood that my hair kind of is capable of weaving itself, and while it's weaving itself, depending on the way I sleep, how I'm living my life, how I'm lying down during the day, it kind of like molds itself to my face and my features. So again, it's like having an AI stylist, right? But then again, who needs a robot to when my own natural hair literally has my back? So that's one thing I've really began loving, and letting my hair kind of take the wheel, because in as much as it tangles, it also knows sometimes when it separates, because I'll have locks that will never join even though they're next to each other. So my hair sort of knows what it's doing. So we are in a give and take relationship where I'll intervene if I'm not happy with the way it wants to join, and vice versa. I also let it join where it wants to join. And that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched till the end, please like and comment what type of natural hair do you prefer. What approach are you taking with your natural hair to embrace it in its natural form? I hope this video was helpful for those with natural hair and are wondering, what can I do with it? There's so much to do with our natural hair. You can have traditional locks, free forms, you can have an afro. There are endless opportunities for your beauty